Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's episode of Shape Unplugged. I'm your host, Stephanie Morris, CEO of Shape America, and today I have three very special guests joining me. They are all members of Shape America's Emerging Leaders Innovation Team. So hello to Dr. Hillary Roby, Assistant Professor at Western Washington University. She's also our chair of the ELIT. Michelle Huff is a health and physical education teacher at Metuchen High School in New Jersey. And Dr. Peter Stopker is Assistant Professor of Health and Physical Education at the University of West Georgia. So hello, hi to all of you. Thank you so much for being guests on Shape Unplugged today.
Yeah, good to be here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, so glad to be here with you.
Thank you all. So I always like to do a little check-in with our guests on Shape Unplugged, just hear how they're doing. It's been such a challenging time in our country and in our schools, I know. So hopefully you're having a great summer of recharge and restoration. So how are you all and how has your summer been so far?
Yeah, great. Thanks. Yeah, summer for me has been a really good summer. We were able to spend some time with my family in Michigan and then Chicago to enjoy some time on the beach at Lake Michigan. I don't think people realize that Michigan has awesome beaches. So we got to do that for about a month this summer. I got three little kiddos, all 4 and under. So we got to spend some good family time, see the grandparents, all that good stuff. And I was able to teach a little bit this summer as well too. And but it's been really, really good.
That's awesome to hear, Peter. And it's wild because I went to Kentucky Shape Convention this summer and my layover was in Michigan. So that's just very, very cool to hear that. And so Stephanie, my summer's been great. It was such a pleasure to meet you in Kentucky. And it just makes me look even more forward to Shape NOLA this upcoming year.
And I will piggyback. I have also had a great summer. It's been a summer of balance. So just wrapping up summer courses and also just really enjoying some of what you mentioned of relaxing, trying to recharge, spending a lot of time outside hiking or paddling or whatever. So it's just been really nice and hoping the next month or so I'll continue and just be ready for an awesome upcoming school year.
Fantastic. Thank you to each of you for sharing that and just wonderful to hear. So I'm sure that many of our listeners are really curious about the work of the Emerging Leaders Innovation Team. It's still a relatively new volunteer leadership group within Shape America's community. Can you just tell us a little bit about the group and any current projects or initiatives that you're working on right now?
Yes, so the Emerging Leaders Innovation Team. So what we're about is engaging, retaining, and recruiting young professionals not only into the field, but to be a part of this group. So a lot of us on the team right now are young professionals in the field who are eager to support and really just participate in this field and within this organization. So some of the projects that we have engaged in since the group began in 2018 would be creating and holding sessions, maybe at national conventions, things like that. We've also recently, in the past year, worked with the Professional Preparation Council, helping to promote and host the Student Leadership Forum, which happens once a week for undergraduate and graduate students all across the country. And we do have some other just exciting things coming up in the fall. We will be hosting our first, it's like a speed date kind of learning workshop, and that will be coming up in the fall. So we're really excited about that and hoping that will be something that we continue to do year from year. So there's a lot of other ideas, and it's just an awesome way to work with other young professionals from across the country who are eager really to support and continue to push the field forward and engage other people.
That is all fantastic. I'm particularly really excited to hear about the speed learning professional development opportunity that I know you are all developing. Maybe Michelle, can you speak a little bit to some of the topics that are going to be covered and give our listeners a little bit of a preview for that experience?
Of course, Stephanie, I would love to. We are super excited as an ELIT team to be holding a session this fall. It'll be speed learning, and there's going to be 15-minute sessions that you just get to go from one session to the other after. So it'll be such as advocacy, social justice. We're going to have a new teacher learning panel, best practices in elementary, best practices in secondary. We got adapted P, we got health moves minds, we got technology, Twitter 101, GIFs, how to get involved with your state affiliations and Shape America, and just so much more. So there's a lot to look forward to, Stephanie.
That is fantastic. I think it's going to be a really great event. I'm sure that a lot of people are going to get a lot out of it. So my thanks to each of you for all of your hard work and time and effort in pulling that together. So I know that those listening will be very excited to participate in many of the events and initiatives that Hillary mentioned. Can you speak a little bit, each of you, about why it's been so important and meaningful to you individually to become a volunteer leader within the Shape America community?
Yeah, it's a really good question. I think first and foremost for me is to stay current and relevant and present within the profession itself. I'm on our executive board for our state association, which has been great, but now having the opportunity on the national level now to be connected with teachers across the entire country and meet, regularly and be able to stay current and hear what's going on in the field from the higher ed all the way down to K-12 schools. We have a really awesome group that's really been pushing me to kind of think creatively and how can we keep furthering the profession. I think you really get that experience when you're involved in a leadership opportunity through the national organization as well too. So that's something I've been really wanting. Besides, it's been great to be involved in my state, but I'm like, it's time to, see what's going on nationally as well too. So this organization has allowed me to really connect with others and really learn from others as well too, and then collaborate as well and stay really current. So that's been really fun for me.
So I'll just piggyback right off of what Peter said, and just Shape America. They give you a community of people and educators just around the country that you could work with and share ideas on to just help build a healthier, kinder world for our nation's youth. So the resources they provide are timely, they're culturally relevant, just like Peter said. So 10 years in the game, and it's like they have the best practices out there. So being a part of Shape America and your state affiliations is so important for a new teacher and teachers down the line. So that would be my one piece of advice, even for those just, entering, the health and physical education profession, would be to get involved in your state association and your national association, because it will be life-changing and you'll always have the best practices that you can have as a teacher throughout your career.
Great advice from both you. And Hillary?
Yeah, those were great. And that would be very similar to what I'd like to say. I might just piggyback and even say, beyond the community that Shape provides, it is just awesome to be around people and work with people, even within this group. It's like they light a fire in you. And I know I need that. Specifically middle end of the year, it's something I just need. And it's really nice to be around other people who are so passionate. And when when I just have a little spark, it's like I hear from people and it's like it just reignites something. And that's so important, I know, for me, and maybe other people listening to this can relate. So that's a big piece of it to me. And I just think the other piece of why I was really interested in being a part of ELIT, and then why I will continue to be involved with this organization and state organizations, is because I want to be a part of it. When I see something that I want to see happen, it's neat that I get to have a voice in that, or I get to, share ideas of, hey, when I was a student, this is something that would have been really awesome. And for example, the Student Leadership Forum, that's something that, it's been so fun to see come to fruition, because it's something I know when I was an undergrad in Washington State, I wanted to know what undergrads across the country were doing and how are they raising money to get to convention, because we weren't able to do that. So it's really neat to be able to look back and say, hey, this was something that, I wanted. I know students I'm currently teaching want. And so it's just really neat to be a part of that. And I think there's so many spaces and ways for listeners and members of our community. You have such good ideas, and it's just, finding the platform to get involved would be just another important reason maybe to pursue these opportunities.
I love that. I think each of you had such great things to contribute. And I'm sure that for people listening, they're probably feeling a lot of the energy that you're putting out and thinking about how they too can get involved in different ways as volunteer leaders within the community. So thank you to each of you for that. And so speaking of, for those who are interested in becoming involved in the Emerging Leaders Innovation Team, first, we want you to know that the call for applications for this group will go out this fall at the same time as all of our volunteer leadership applications. So look for that probably in September. And I know that our listeners would love to hear from each of you on what kinds of skills and characteristics you're looking for in members. So welcome thoughts on that.
Well, I'll go first since I'm one of the newest members of the ELIT team, and it's honestly an honor to be a part of this team. Each member brings such specific and a variety of high skill sets that it just works when we collaborate together. And it takes it to the next level, as Hillary was saying, to be able to, invest your time and energy into something where other people are bringing that same energy, and you want to just do better for our nation's youth and for our future professionals. So I would just say somebody that's willing to put themselves out there to improve themselves and serve others, a person maybe that takes initiative, is empathetic, hardworking, and reliable, and just willing to contribute.
Yeah, kind of going off that real quickly. Obviously, all those are great that Michelle just listed, but also I'm a big high energy person, so super passionate about the field as well too, but also someone who's passionate about really focusing on those young professionals, early career professionals, and transitioning from pre-service to the profession as well too. So we're really looking for someone that really wants to help move the needle of getting more undergrads enrolled in physical education programs and then helping them transition to, okay, now you've done an outstanding job through your pre-service program. Here are the tools that can push you forward to be a great early career teacher as well too. So we're looking for people who are passionate within that area as well too, to really making sure that we're providing early career teachers and young professionals with the tools and resources to be feeling really comfortable when they enter their first teaching job. So someone who has those interests as well too, and someone who's just open-minded to do a wide variety of different presentations, between moderating or doing the coffee talks, whatever those may be. So someone who's really able to promote as well too. That's kind of what I would like to add.
Yeah, and I might add a couple things. For those of you listening, this group, while we are young professionals, that is very true. We would love to see our group even diversify more, looking for graduate students who are looking for ways to be involved. It's not too early. We will support you if it's something that you want to be a part of. This is a great space to really try that out. There are a lot of people here who have done a ton of service even within the profession that I know even for me have served as fantastic mentors. So really consider it. It was fun this year. We added a couple brand new teachers. So first year teachers to our group, which has been a total blast, and they bring something completely different, which is good for us because there's a few, similar to Peter and I, there's another assistant professor. So we're seeing it from one angle, and then we have a first year teacher, and we have a grad student, and we have in-service teachers like Michelle and others. And it's such a collective group of people who have currently are living different experiences and have, it's just such a fun space. And so I think Michelle talked about it. We all bring something different, which is really important to this group. If you're interested at all, reach out to us. We're more than willing to chat. If you think you're interested, fill out an application, because there are so many ways. People have fantastic ideas. And this is definitely a group, we don't just talk about it, we make things happen and we get it done. So it's a great, just really good people. I truly enjoy each month when we get to meet and we just spend time checking in, and then we get to plan awesome things and see it happen. And then hopefully we'll get to see each other in person again this next upcoming year. So I just can't say enough great things about this group. So consider it.
So well said. Each of you are just so articulate and inspiring. So thank you so much for sharing all of those thoughts. And I just wanted to echo what Hillary mentioned. The group is incredibly diverse in terms of positions held, and we're always looking for the opportunity to increase diversity across our volunteer leadership group. So please, if If you are all interested, I echo Hillary. We'll be sure to tag Hillary, Michelle, and Peter when we put this episode of Shape Unplugged out on social media. So you'll have a great way to get in touch with them that way, or just reach out to us and we'll help connect you as well. So that's what we all have for you today. I cannot thank you all again for being guests. Any final words for our listeners today? Hillary, you want to start with this one?
Yeah, I guess listeners, as maybe summer's wrapping up for some of you, I wish everybody the best school year. Take care of yourself, take care of your students, and I just wish you all the best.
And I'll just add that just know that you're all valued and you do life-changing work every single day. So just keep staying involved, stay connected. Join Twitter if you haven't followed Shape America at @shape_America. It's a great way to connect with people, and reach out if you need help. Or if you have something that's working, I'd say reach out too, because we each bring something to the table and what you have can help someone else. And we're all in this together. So why not, work together and have an amazing school year, and just know that you got a great HP community out here that's ready to help you and serve as best possible.
Yeah, and just quickly just get involved. I'm also a little old school. I don't have much of a social media presence. So you can call me if you want. So please give me or email me, but I'm happy to answer any kind of phone call and have that conversation about as well too. We're personal here in the ELIT group, so do that. Yeah, just have a great year, reach out, get involved in any way, shape or form, whether it's through this one or through some other opportunity as well too. So thanks for having me.
Thank you for that correction, Peter. Yes, absolutely. All good. And yes, thank you again, Peter, Michelle, and Hillary, for being guests today and for your time and for your many contributions and your service on the Emerging Leaders Innovation Team. I know I speak for everybody at Shape America when I say we're so proud of you as a group and so grateful for all that you contribute. So my thanks again to each of you for being guests.
Bye.
And to everybody listening, thank you so much for tuning in to today's Shape Unplugged episode. I hope that you will be inspired to look for that call for applications when it comes out this fall. And as always, please reach out to us if you have any questions or any feedback for us at Shape America. Thank you all so much for listening, and we hope that you tune in again next time.